fine art. I am the fine art medium, and today's video is going to be a part 2 of the last one I made off of the case of Demon House. And this video is going to be much shorter than the previous one, and it's going to be about my experience while I watched that documentary that was, I guess, produced by Zach Bagans. And yeah, so without further ado, let's crack into it. So right off the bat, when I start watching that documentary, everything was fine, but then I would say about 10 minutes in, I guess, weird stuff started to happen to me. And so I got to a point where I was watching it with my boyfriend, of course, at, I believe, his house. And all of a sudden, I zoned out. It was weird. And I remember zoning completely out. And I typically don't do that while watching those kinds of films or movies or TV shows at all, unless it's really, really boring. Like, to me, The Office, you're all gonna hate me, but I really hate that show. I fucking hate The Office, and I hate Friends. And only shows like that bore me will make me zone out. But, so, watching the documentary, I was excited to watch it. And so, when I zoned out, it's not like I was daydreaming or anything. It was weird. It was kind of like I was disconnected. I don't think I was possessed or anything, but all I know is I zoned out, and I don't even remember seeing anything. And then when I snapped out of it, I looked at my boyfriend, and I just had this weird look on my face, and I felt really weird and scared almost. And when I looked at him, my face was pale as a ghost, pun intended for sure. And he's like, "Yo, what's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know." And then I tried watching further the documentary, and so I was like, okay, this isn't bad. But then all of a sudden, I just kept getting this feeling of being so tired, which was weird because I was off, had a lot of sleep that day, and I just kept getting so tired. It was weird. It was almost like this kind of blackout, but I wasn't blacked out. It was just I was tired and I fell asleep. It was so weird. And then that's when shit got real. That's when I started getting attacked, and I kept seeing these nasty dark figures, and they were attacking me on the astral realm, which of course happens to me a lot, but usually it only happens to me when the documentary that I'm watching is based off a real entity, or if it's a movie that it's based off a real entity and not something that they're making up for entertainment. This was based off of real events and a real entity, and I found that out real fucking quick when I just kept seeing this dark figure, and it just kept trying to go at me, and I'm just no, 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 no. So then I would wake myself back up, watch the movie for 5 more minutes, and then I would get really, really drained again, and then boom, same thing. And it just kept going over and over and over again, and it wasn't fun. And it was much different from the time when I was attacked while watching the new Conjuring movie, because at least it happened afterwards. But this, well, even the Conjuring, something happened 10 minutes in, and then after that I was able to finish the whole movie, and then afterwards that's when it got really bad. But not this one. And I actually watched this probably months prior, almost, I don't even want to say a year, but I would say 8 months ago I watched it. It was a while since I watched Demon House, and I kind of want to watch it again because I missed a lot of the movie or documentary, whatever the fuck you want to consider it. But I missed a lot of it because of that. I couldn't stay awake. And it wasn't because I was bored or anything. It was that I literally couldn't stay awake. And I just kept getting drained. And it was horrible. And then just being attacked over and over again. And the only thing I can remember, because it's hard to remember if I don't write everything down, and I try to write everything down, but like I only have so much time before, like, as I'm writing it, that it disappears forever. And the only thing I remember is going to sleep, or I should say being forced to sleep, because it felt like I was being forced. And then I'd be in a house, and I don't know if it was necessarily that house. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of the documentary to know if I was in that house because I kept falling asleep. And so all I remember is like white walls, being in a kitchen, the sink, and then like a window over the sink, and then seeing a black figure, right? And a lot of times when I go back to like try to remember, the figure doesn't have a distinct like shape, but then other times it does. It's weird. And it looks like a humanoid shape, like a man, pretty big, like high, like tall, like 6 to 7 feet tall. Obviously now I can't confirm that because a documentary is out, and so there's that. Now I also want to say this: the last few days, I think it was either yesterday or the day before, I received a comment under my videos about an experience that one of my subs had, and which is great. I love when you guys write that. But there's a name in there that she mentions, and that name of that demon, and I think it might be associated with Demon House because it was under my Demon House video. I'm not going to say it out loud, but that fucking demon's been bothering me the last day, 2 days, 3 days, I don't know, whenever she left that comment. And it's been psychically attacking me, and it's trying to get me to say its name over and over and over again, and I'm not fucking doing it. So I've been working to sever those ties, and I've been asking for help, and every time I ask for help, it goes away and it's fine. But then it fucking comes back, and it's the same pattern over and over again. Ask for help, try to get it out of my mind, gone for a bit, and then it comes back. So I've been dealing with that. And so just be careful when you guys are watching documentaries and stuff about demonic hauntings and movies, especially ones like The Conjuring, where it's based off a real entity, because sometimes what they will do, if you find out the name of that demon, is they'll insert in your head, and then they'll just keep playing that name over and over and over again, and that is a form of an astral attack or a psychic attack. That is one thing they do, because they want you to get interested in that demon, so you look them up and you get curious, and then, oh look, now you have an attachment because now you keep thinking about them, you're reading about them, and I don't want that for myself, and I don't want that for you. So to avoid that, okay, always ask for help and work on meditating and, practicing, like, focusing on other things, making sure you can disconnect that tie, that little sliver that they might have on you, because they keep inserting their name into your head. So yeah, right now I'm burning my candles. Something also I noticed with my candles, they either now will not light or stay light. My one dragon's blood candle, the wick just like broke. It's weird. It's like there was this much wick and now it's gone. And then every time I light them, which never happened before, but now they set off all of the fire alarms, which is weird because I made sure to put them away from there, but still it's been triggering them, and I have a feeling why. And I'm sure you guys can cipher why. So now I got to figure out my candle situation, because that was one of my lines of defense, in addition to meditating and trying to, get the help from my guides and archangels and stuff to get rid of it. So now I got to think of something else to do, because candles, they're just going to keep setting the things off. I got to figure out a place to put them, because they're in every single room. So I don't want to trip them unless I deactivate them while I do it, but that is a hazard and I don't want to do that. But anyway, that is like a short experience for that I remember, okay? I'm sure there was other stuff going on that I just don't remember, and I even went back in my little phone diary and I can't find anything on it. So if you guys have any experiences like that, please write them down below. I also want to remind everybody that I am doing a giveaway on my channel. Once I hit 1,111 subs, I will be sending out one lucky winner a first edition copy of The Exorcist book that is also signed by Linda Blair, who played the little girl Reagan in the movie. So we gotta get them subs, you guys. We gotta get them subs. In addition, I would like to add that I also have a Patreon. I got 4 patrons right now, you guys. And on my Patreon, I share literally everything. So all my videos, as I record them, sometimes I do a mass video day and record like 5 videos. So they will be released immediately on my Patreon. Whereas if you're waiting for them on YouTube, you gotta wait each week. So if I film 5 videos, you gotta wait 5 weeks for each to come out on a week. Each week. Anyway. Okay, yeah. All my artwork, polls, if you want to like say, hey, can you film this video? Done, right? Signed artwork. There's other tiers for like merch and stuff, postcards. It all starts at $1. So if you guys want to support me and want to help me out, that would help me tremendously. Also, that money actually helps me, afford the projects that I want to create. So I want to make tarot cards. I want to make my own deck of tarot cards, my own deck of oracle cards. I'm working on my novel still. I mean, I'm almost done. I always keep saying I'm almost done, and I keep changing shit. But I will send out like little snippets and stuff from there. I want to get back to my comics, but it's hard to find time for them. But like when I get my transfer in, I'm hoping that I'll have time then to add those in. I wanted to start them all over and redraw out some of the older chapters, because when I first started, I was learning how to draw again, because it was like, I would say years until I had, was drawing again. So there was that space where I wasn't drawing at all, so I lost that muscle memory. And so my older chapters and stuff look like shit, and I want to redo them and make them look nice and publish comic books and stuff like that. So there's a lot of shit I want to do, but a lot of it requires extra money that I don't have. And so having that Patreon will help me with that. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a super special awesome day, and I love you, and I will see you in the next video.